Hello guys, today I wanted to record a sort of continuity of my tattoo tour video that I posted a couple of weeks ago. Indeed, in that video I rambled a lot about my tattoos. However, I did not talk about what I'm going to talk about today. That's why I'm here. Hopefully it's going to be short enough for you guys for once. Yeah, actually today I wanted to quickly talk about the ones I want to, or I'd love to get touched up. I love them for sure. I'd not regret any of them, but some of them could be touched up a bit in the future. The first tattoo I'd love to get touched up someday is the one I have on my chest. It's a bit far from you now, but I'm gonna try and insert the picture right here. As you can see, it's like a twinkling star. I thought it would look darker when I did it, but I think she used a light ink, so when it was fully sunk in my skin, I'd say, it looked very light, and the shadows around the star are a bit, yeah, they're nice, even the little lines, but I think they could be darker because it's very subtle, and I'd love to do something more, yeah, something darker and something more visible to the eye. And it's often hidden by my necklaces, so that's why I want something a bit more, perhaps elongate the lines around the star and add more shadows, or yeah, even perhaps redo the lines of the star because they are a bit thinner with the time that passes by. Another tattoo that I'd love to get touched up is the one that is behind my ear. That's the crescent moon that my friend did a couple of years ago. It was well done, but the lines are a bit thinner as well, and in some spaces they are like the lines have been disconnected. I don't know how to explain that, but in the future I'd love to get those lines redone, perhaps, yeah, redo the shadows in the crescent moon. The other tattoo that I'd love to get revamped is one I have on my back. So it's the first one that I ever did. It's the rose, and I think I talked about that in my tattoo tour video, but the tattoo artist used an ink that was quite light as well. So when it sunk into my skin, and after a while it looked subtle and a bit faint, and yeah, it was done with the needle technique, hand poke technique. So the lines don't look the same as a machine like this one. It doesn't look the same as the snake I have at the bottom of my back. It's not aged the same, but it still looks good. Yeah, I'd love to get it retouched in some lines, and perhaps I'd love to get added a bit more shadowing some here in some petals, or yeah, a bit more volume. Yeah, I'd love to add more volume to the rose because it looks a bit flat now that I have the snake at the bottom of my back. It's the same for the dagger that I have just below my rose. It looks a bit flat compared to the snake that is below, because the snake is detailed and it has shadows in, and yeah, it has volume, and that's why I'd love to get the dagger touched up with more shadowing inside, like on the blade or even on the handle, because perhaps I talked about that in my tattoo tour video, but originally the tattoo artist that did the dagger, I think it was a bit stoned for the appointments. Like, it was very funny looking and funny speaking, he had a very weird behavior. I think he was a bit stoned, or yeah, I don't know, but it was weird acting and weird behavioring. When he started doodling the dagger, he showed me some shadowing inside on the blade, and I was thrilled about it. And he even like did a line on the blade and some details on the handle. But story time, he forgot to do the line on the blade in the middle, and he even forgot to add the details he had planned to do on the handle. And when I looked in the mirror when the tattoo was finished at the end of the appointment, I didn't really notice that he forgot to do many things. Don't know why. And that's when I came back home that I realised, after looking in the mirror for some time, that he had forgotten to do the shadowing and do the line on the blade and do the handle correctly. And I forgive him. Perhaps he was not in his best day. Because he was a guest at the shop I was usually going to, he did not come back, obviously. But my beloved tattoo artist that did most of my tattoos accepted to touch the dagger up for free, because I was going to be tattooed by him anyway for something else. I think it was perhaps for my Green Day tattoo on my thigh. I was thinking, because I'm not sure that I showed that tattoo to you in my tattoo tour video. Have I? Perhaps I forgot to show it to you. It was kind enough to touch the dagger up for free, even though it was not his job in the first place. So he added the line detail on the blade, and he added the parallel lines on the handle, as well as the tiny jewel thing. But yeah, as it looks quite flat next to the snake, I'd love to match it to that energy and get more shadowing in or around it, or I don't know. Well, that's it for today's video. For once, it was a very short one. It changes from the ones I'm posting regularly, as I'm a big rambling girl. I love to ramble, and my videos can be quite long, so you can probably do something else while you listen to me talking. What I talked about in that video are my future projects for my tattoos, and I don't know if I'm gonna get new ones in between what I want to get touched up and yeah, the new ones. My sentence was quite weirdly organized, but well, I think you understood what I wanted to say. I wish you a great week, or a great day, or a great night, and I'll see you in a future video. Goodbye.